Let's move on to the bookish definition. So let's see what the word prompt means. In the context of AI, a prompt is the initial input, the natural language instruction or data you provide to the model. By model, I mean AI model or any LLM model. It could be ChatGPT, it could be DeepSeek, it could be Gemini, it could be anything to obtain a specific response. This input can range from a simple question or keywords to complex instructions. Structured data, code snippets, snapshots of your UI. You guys will be doing Lovable. Guys who are from the non-coding stack, they will be doing Lovable in upcoming days, and you guys will need this. You will implement this. Sometimes when your prompt won't run as you expected, you might need to take a screenshot, go to ChatGPT, ask ChatGPT to write a prompt for you to fix the errors and things like that. The effectiveness of your prompt directly dictates the quality and relevance of the AI's subsequent output. So if your prompt is not it's not structured, it doesn't have the details that an AI model might need, then your output is not going to be as you expected. It's going to mislead you. And because AI doesn't have a brain of its own, it is going to do whatever you guys are going to tell it. And as I told you before, it's like a child or a new intern who doesn't know anything. So we have seen the definition of prompt. Prompt engineering is nothing but a systematic approach of designing these optimized inputs for the AI systems. Obviously, we are dealing with LLMs, which means large language models. So we will be interacting with large language models in natural language, and we call this natural language in uh, AI field as natural language processing. So you will be telling everything to the AI model or LLM model in your natural language, like how you speak to each other in routine life, and then the AI will do everything for you. We will be seeing examples. We will run prompts in Lovable and ChatGPT in today's session, and we will see how a good prompt and a bad prompt can affect your output, and how one prompt, even one good prompt, is sufficient for your application, for your website, and things like that. And how a bad prompt can mislead you, and it can take like hours to fix the program just because of a bad prompt. We will see examples of bad prompt and good prompt as well. And in this session, I will be discussing techniques and structures, what to follow and what you should put in your prompt so that it gives you an effective and best output. So by writing prompts carefully, you give the AI the right background, clear directions, rules to follow, and sometimes examples. And by examples, the examples could be if you are if you want your LLM model to write code for you, you might have something in your mind already, like a JSON, like a Python output, something like that. Or it could be from the vibe coding side, it could be something like a UI screenshot. So that is your expected output. So you provide those examples to the AI model and tell the LLM model to excuse me, to give you output something like that, so that and give instructions. We will see in later slides what kind of instructions you should be giving to AI. So how it helps AI? This helps guide the AI to produce the kind of answer you want. It's like giving the AI a detailed map so it can reach the right results. So It means that if you don't have something in your mind already, if you don't manifest it, what you want, you don't even know what you want as an output, then you cannot tell the AI. So first of all, you have to think in your brain, in your mind, what you want, what kind of product you want, what kind of app, what kind of website, or what kind of code you want your AI to build for you. And then you can in the it, you must be thinking in steps in your brain. If I do this, then it should do this, then it should do this. So when you are telling AI, you should be telling AI in those steps as well, because the way you thought it, you want your AI to think like that. So you must give prompts, detailed prompts. You must explain it. You must explain the processes. You must explain the screens. You must explain the colors you want in your UI or things like that. So it will be easy for AI to understand what kind of output you are expecting. So all you need for prompt engineering uh, is prompt format, context, and examples, multi-turn conversations. We will be discussing these in detail in later slides. But if you master these three, and you master these three in prompt generating, prompt engineering, and prompt writing, then you can get anything from your AI model that you want. Because I believe in a couple of years, it is not far that when there will be a tool for everything, for an AI tool for everything. Because once not it was not actually practical for everybody to make a website or a application or a web app or write code. But nowadays anyone can do anything. We have tools to make websites, to make apps. It could be in Python, it could be in React, it could be in Node.json, anything. So it is possible right now. So think down the lane, maybe in 3 4 years or 5 years, you will have tool for everything. You might not need to write anything, you might not need to do anything. All you need to do is learn how to teach AI, how to get this some tasks done from AI. And for that, prompt engineering is the basic thing. So prompt engineering is kind of like language between you and the AI model. So these three things, if you know these, if you master these, and how you can master them by practicing. Keep repeating prompts, keep seeing results, and keep improving your prompts, and you will master these three things. There are very simple methods to improve your AI responses. Uh, Common pitfalls is one of them. Ambiguous prompts can lead to unclear and irrelevant AI outputs. Ensuring precise language and clear expectations helps guide the model towards better, more relevant responses. Overly broad prompts, like if your prompts are like broad, they are not specific, you are not using specific words, then they are called overly broad prompts. And believe me, it will not generate anything good. So specific constraints help narrow down the response, making it more aligned with the user's intent and expectations. So we have four types of prompts. We have direct prompts, also called zero shot. We have one, few, and multi-shot prompts. We have chain of thought prompts, and then we have zero shot COTs. By COT, it means chain of thought, zero shot chain of thought prompts. So what are these prompts? So direct prompts or zero shot prompts are like direct questions. There are no instructions. You want some answers, and you just type in your question and ChatGPT gives you an answer. For example, I want to know an answer of 4 plus 4. So I just asked ChatGPT, or any LLM model, what is the answer for 4 plus 4? Excuse me. So it won't do any processes because it's a straightforward answer. It will just give me an output of 8. So direct prompts means direct questions, no explanations, no examples, no references, nothing at all. So these are called direct prompts. Then we have one, few, and multi-shot prompts. It means you give AI model some examples, some outputs that you have in your mind, or that you might have seen somewhere that you liked. You give those snapshots or screenshots to the AI model, maybe one or two or many. These are called one, few, and multi-shot prompts. Then we have chain of thought prompts. This is very interesting. Chain of thought prompts is one of the interesting type of prompts that you maybe some of you might have seen, and maybe all of you might have seen. So what happens in this is you ask for the process that AI follows during generating the response, like the steps it follows. It will give you the answer, but how it reached the answer, what processes did it follow to reach that answer. So those are called those steps. The AI, any LLM model, ChatGPT model, DeepSeek, or any other model will tell you the steps that it followed to reach a conclusion. And we will see in later slides what words you can use to implement chain of thought in your prompts. Then we have the fourth type of prompts. It's called zero shot chain of thought prompts. So zero shot and chain of thought. So this type of prompt is made of the first one and the third one type. So the first one, what it was doing, it was direct question, and chain of thought. It's some words, some kind of words, in which you tell your AI model to tell you the process that it is going to follow, or it followed already during generating the output. So you tell everything in one prompt, in one go. You do not communicate in multiple messages, just one shot of a message. It's called zero shot chain of thought prompts. So these are the types of prompts. What are the benefits of prompt engineering? So first of all, the very first benefit that you can get by doing prompt engineering, by implementing prompt engineering in your prompts, is you will have improved model performance. What does improved model performance means? That when you tell everything to a model, it will do its best to give you the best responses. Remember, one thing all of you need to keep in mind that LLMs, they work on patterns. They learn from the data. They learn from the user feedback, and then they produce the output. Sometimes you might have seen for one question, for one query, sometimes the I'm sorry, the ChatGPT gives you the two responses for one question. So why it gives you two answers for one question? It wants to take your feedback. It wants to see what kind of answer you like, and then it stores that in its memory, that how many people like this answer, so that next time when someone asks that question, it produces the same answer. So that is improved model performance. I'm sorry, before I move on, are my slides moving? Because I'm on the benefits of prompt engineering. If any, please, Dr. Majid, if you can tell me, do you see benefits of prompt engineering? Okay, awesome. Okay, so not everybody is seeing. Let me reshare then. Okay, yeah, I see thumbs up. So that means everyone is seeing the slides moving. Okay, so the next benefit of the prompt engineering is reduced bias and harmful responses. So AI models are not perfect. We human are not perfect. So AI models that are designed by us, that are generated by us, how can they be perfect? So they are not perfect. They do not have a brain of their own. So they can make errors, and it is nobody has denied this fact ever, that ChatGPT or LLMs or any other model cannot make errors. Even ChatGPT says under the text box that ChatGPT can make errors. Similarly, other models also say that we can make errors. So when you give a bad prompt, it will mislead you, and it might generate some response that might offend you, and it could be biased response, because when I'm a data scientist, so I know that when we collect the data, we check the data for biasness. When we create AI models, we check the data for biasness, and we try our best that there is no biasness in the data while we are developing the AI models. But since the AI models, they are continuously learning, and they learn from the new data. So there could be a margin of error that the response might be biased, and might not be up to the expectations. So this could be a result of a bad prompt. The third benefit of the prompt engineering is you have all the control. You have all the control of your LLM model. If you go straight to the ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT a question without giving any context, without giving any information, it will assume that this is the only information that you are going to provide, and it will steer you. Instead of you steering it, the chat GPT or any LLM model will steer you. And But instead, you should be steering the LLM model. LLM is your assistant. You are not LLM's assistant. So you should be the one who is telling LLM what to do, how to do. Then you have all the control, and the predictability will be increased. Okay, so a good prompt contains the four components. It has the task, it has the system instructions, it has a few short examples, it has contextual information. So if your prompt contains these four informations, then it is considered as a good prompt, and we expect from LLM to generate the best output for such kind of prompt, and we will see what kind of results it is going to produce with good prompts. So these are the components that a good prompt must have. You can use these components as parameters in your prompt, and by parameters I mean you write down task in a bracket, and then describe the task, what the AI model should behave like, what it should do, and the task in the bracket, it's called the parameter. So you can give these four components as parameters in the in your prompt as well. Okay, so an effective prompt can be created, it can be designed using only the content and the structure. So content and the structure, content means what it is going to do, all the information, all the input that the AI model need to perform the activity to output the result. It is called content. And the structure of the prompt. I mean, like if you tell the task at the end and your few short examples are first, then it might not produce the expected results. So the structure also matters while designing your prompts. Okay, so we have some strategies for good prompts, and we will see each strategy in detail as well. So the first one is give clear and specific instructions. The same thing we have been talking since the start of this session. Give clear and specific instructions. Give at least enough information that it can produce the expected results. So the first strategy is to give clear and specific instructions in simple language, in plain language, not any complex words, nothing like that, and be specific. Your prompt should not be ambiguous. It should be specific to the task that the AI model needs to do. Using system instructions. So what system instructions mean? So system instructions are the instructions how you want your AI model to behave like. For example, if I want to generate an AI readiness report and I use ChatGPT. So what I would say in system instruction to my ChatGPT is act as an AI specialist or act as an AI engineer, and then I will tell him the task, and the task should be clear and specific to my needs. So these are called system instructions in which you tell the AI how to behave, because the AI can behave like anything. It has millions and billions of data on which it has been trained on. So it has multiple type of data. Unless you tell it to how to behave, it is going to confuse. It is going to get confused. So uh, always use system instructions as well in your prompt. Include a few short examples. We have discussed this in the previous slides as well, and I hope that you guys know by this time what few short examples mean. So I don't think that I should be discussing it again. That would be repetition. And the next strategy is add contextual information. So you have you have written in your prompt how the AI needs to behave. You have given it the clear and specific instructions. You have attached the snapshots of your output that you require from AI to generate. Then the contextual information means the background and some more details of your plan, of your manifestation that you thought. So that is called contextual information. Context of the problem, context of the task that you want to be done. Next, we have structure prompts. We have seen the structure, and if your prompts that you are designing are following the structure, then they are called structure prompts, and we expect 100% correct output from the AI model if we give them structure prompts. Prompt iteration strategies. So some of you, or maybe everybody, might have seen that sometimes when you ask ChatGPT something, it doesn't give you correct answer. Then you ask it again, and you keep asking. If you keep asking it again and again, either it is going to give you the correct answer or it is going to keep misleading you. So iteration strategies are one of the strategies that can be used to get the expected output by repeating and by asking the same question, or by communicating with the LLM model. And by communicating, I mean just use some different keywords, maybe use the behavior, maybe change the behavior, maybe the problem you are trying to solve, or that the program that you want your AI to write is related to data science, but you are asking your AI to behave like an AI specialist. So the response is going to mislead you. The response is not going to be accurate. So keep changing different keywords and experimenting, and you will become an expert in prompt engineering, inshallah. The next one is instruct the model to explain its reasoning. This is the same as COT. Reasoning. We want our AI model to give us reasons how it has reached a certain conclusion, what steps it has followed, and those are called reasoning. And you can use words like give me reasons. You can just say your LLM model to give you reasons for reaching this conclusion, or for generating this program, and it will give you step-by-step reasons how it reached the conclusion. Break down complex tasks into simpler prompts. This is a very common problem with Lovable that you are going to use in maybe in coming weeks. This is a very common problem. When you tell Lovable to do, you give all the information in one prompt to Lovable. It is not going to understand. It is just going to implement one or two of the informations, and then it is going to ignore all the other informations. So it is a best practice to break down your queries, your task into subtasks, and then give in multiple messages. So in such way you are communicating with your AI model, and it will do all the job for you. So break down your complex queries. Okay, this is the same information that we have discussed so far, just in detail in English, and we will be sharing these slides with you so that you can go through these by yourself as well. So these are some of the tips that can improve your prompt engineering abilities. These are 6 best practices, and these are followed by most of the developers around the world. And there's a fun fact. According to a study, 90% of the people, of the ChatGPT users, don't even know how to use ChatGPT. They do it wrongly. They treat ChatGPT as Google. So there should be a difference between a 5-year old kid and a prompt engineer. If you ask something, being a prompt engineer or being a prompt expert, something like a 5-year-old is asking ChatGPT, then you are not using it correctly. So you cannot ask questions like what is the weather today from ChatGPT, because ChatGPT, it is basically data. It is based on data and it learns from it. But what Google does is its algorithm matches with the patterns. It finds out. Think of Google as a librarian. It will find books for you, but it won't generate any content for you. It won't generate any book for you. On the other hand, ChatGPT is like a writer who is going to write for you, who is going to generate something for you, something new that maybe not even Google knows. So if you follow these 6 best practices, we are very hopeful that you will have best results, and you will master this prompt designing fun part. So these are some of them are same as before, like be specific, provide AI with examples, same thing but different words. Okay, so if your let's say your your prompt is not giving you best output, it is not giving you results, then there could be some issues. Excuse me. There could be writing issues, there could be typos, grammar, punctuation, things like that, writing issues. There could be issues with the instructions and examples, as I told you before. If you are not getting your expected output, try changing the context. Try changing the behavior of the AI model. So there could be issues with the instructions and examples. Try changing those, and you will obtain your expected output. The third one is prompt and system design issues. So there could be no standard format. Maybe you are using the wrong LLM model. For example, I am very familiar with ChatGPT that it is very bad at generating images, and it can write content, write text content, a perfect text content, because it is trained on the text, it is not trained on the images. So, but there are other tools that generate images, very good images, very amazing AI images, because those are trained on a set of images, on their training data was images. On the other hand, ChatGPT's training data was text. So maybe you are using the wrong AI tool. Maybe you are expecting wrong. You have wrong expectations from the wrong tool, and things like that. So there could be multiple issues if your prompt is not generating the correct output. Okay, so now we have come to the stage of our session where we will be seeing prompt examples, both for Lovable and for ChatGPT, and we will implement maybe one or two for Lovable and one or two for ChatGPT, and we will see the results, how they are going to produce results. So let me go ahead and share the Lovable. Okay, so before this session, I was testing these prompts myself, and when you guys will have this slide share, you can go through each prompt and implement each prompt and see the results. And I also have a section for bad prompts, which maybe a 5-year-old might give to ChatGPT for getting this done. But a good prompt engineer will have a prompt something like this. It will have a role, it will have a goal, it will have features, and these are for Lovable. So in Lovable, you will be designing websites or web apps. So these are the features. You must define features, goal, and role in your Lovable prompt. And why these prompts are good and why these are bad, we have reasons here. Let's take one example and implement this. I have already implemented one. Let me find out and I will show you. Yeah, this one. So I took this restaurant app prompt. If I go to Lovable and ask Lovable to design a web app for me for a restaurant app, I'm not giving any context. I'm not giving any information to my Lovable to build something. On the other hand, look at the effective prompt, a good prompt. It has context, it has the layout, it has the colors, it has the pages, it even has the language that it is going to follow in one prompt. I said build a restaurant website with daily menu, table reservation form, gallery, and customer reviews section. Use warm colors and Arabic English toggle. So by Arabic English toggle, I meant I should be able to change the language. So this is like two line prompt. Yeah, sure. Sorry about that. Let me move it somewhere else. Okay. Is it better? All right. Okay. So why is it a good prompt? It includes clear components. Also, it has a bilingual queue. And just by telling in my prompt that I want Arabic English toggle, you will see what it has done. It is a very minor detail, but it is very important. Let's go to Lovable. Okay, let me show you the prompt. I took the same exact prompt from here, copy pasted here in my Lovable. Build a restaurant website with daily menu, table reservation form, gallery and customer reviews section, use warm colors and Arabic English toggle. So it is a very minor detail that it has followed, that it understood that I am targeting the Middle East. So it didn't show me any dishes or any menu that is like prohibited in Islam. So it understands those things as well because it is LLM and it learns from your prompt. So I have given my Lovable a clear prompt, a good prompt, and after that I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to say anything to it. You can see this is all the all the details that we were discussing that LLM is going to generate for you, so that you can understand how it is acting, how it is behaving. For features, it said I have created a hero section with language toggle, Arabic English. I have created this, I have created this, and it has done everything for my restaurant application. Yeah, that was two-line prompt. And look at the results. Look at this food ordering application. It is completely responsive. You can see it from here with tablets. This is tablet view. This is mobile view. Completely responsive. And you can see the design. It followed warm. It followed my instruction. I told it to warm and neat and clean design. It has a menu bar. It tells me the menu, today's menu. It tells me all the details that I told in the prompt to add to my web application. It even lets me reserve a table. It has a gallery. You can see all the images are responsive. Isn't it amazing? It even added the reviews and a footer. So all the details, all of this only with one prompt. And you can even move on the page using this menu. And one thing that is very, very difficult in normal coding to implement is English to Arabic and Arabic to English. And it has done this job very accurately, very perfectly. Look at this. See, changed all the text to Arabic. And this, believe me, this task is very, very difficult in machine learning, in web development. You have to use APIs for this. We can go ahead and use one more prompt. Okay. Let's see the appointment app prompt. I will just take the prompt from here. It says create an event booking site where users browse events, see details, and buy tickets, add date filters, and mobile checkout. I'm going to my Lovable. Excuse me. I'm going to paste my command here, and once it's done loading, it will start generating my content. In the meantime, I will show you what a bad prompt looks like. 2 months ago, while testing these prompts, I was looking into my historical web applications or mobile applications that I have uh, generated using Lovable, and there was a very funny prompt that I gave to Lovable, being a data scientist. I told my Lovable to design a website, a meat ordering website. That's it, nothing else, no context, no other information, no details, no specific, nothing. Okay, so probably yeah, Lovable is down. We can, in the meantime, we can go ahead and check one of our ChatGPT prompts. Let's do a coding prompt. Yeah, SQL. So here's the prompt for ChatGPT. It's just one line prompt. Write an SQL query to get total sales per month from a table named orders with columns, order date, and amount. So very simple but very detailed. Just one line prompt. Okay, so there you go. I'm sorry, do you guys see my screen? Do you guys see ChatGPT? Because I've been receiving messages that some people are not able to see the screen. Yes, Dr. Marjan.
Ayaz, I
So
think there is like a cover, so we cannot see the screen because it says you are presenting. So maybe
so when I
click.
change, when
Yeah.
I go to ChatGPT, now you see the ChatGPT.
Yes, we do.
Okay, all right, all right.
But you
Awesome.
can cancel this small screen at the top, please.
I don't think I can close it. It will.
Yeah, you can. It's fine.
If I close it, it will
No,
disconnect me. Huh?
it will.
Okay, let's try. Okay. Is it good now? Okay. So here's a SQL command that I requested from ChatGPT to build for me. And look, now even the coding is easier for everybody. Uh, Anyone can do the coding, even with just writing, just knowing how to write prompts, how to write good prompts, how to design good prompts, and you can have the code that you want. It has given me, and you can see that in my query I didn't tell my ChatGPT which for which software I need the query. And as I told you before, it will assume by itself, it will think that this is all the information that I want to provide to ChatGPT. And it has given me SQL query for Postgres, it has given me for MySQL and different databases. because it assumed that since I didn't tell ChatGPT which system I'm using, which IDE, so it has given me my prompt, my query for all the databases. So this is how even the coding gets easier by using the tool, the skills, the structure, and the tips that I have told you in your prompts. So there was an example from the code for the coding side using ChatGPT. Let's build our new dashboard, new website. Which one was it? Yeah, Event Hub. So it has automatically given a name to my web app, event dash ticket, understanding the content of my prompt, and it has already started designing and thinking what I need, and it has also provided me all the details that it is going to follow for the design that it is going to make for me. So let's see what it makes.
Can we ask questions now until this loads, or we keep it at the end of the workshop?
I'm sorry, is there a question?
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Yes. I've tried Lovable. It's actually a lovable website. Thank you for it. However, I couldn't convert it to a full application on iOS or Android. It's only web. Is my assumption correct, or actually then we can
So-
launch it as an application?
So first of all, as we have discussed, you will have to check your prompts, and if you can even get your prompts generated through AI, through ChatGPT. But even for those prompts, you have to give the prompt that you are going to give to ChatGPT. It should be very precise. It should be very specific. It should have all the details. Uh, and you can get your prompt for Lovable generated through ChatGPT. And if your app, if your expected out, if your outcome didn't come as you expected, then retry it. And there are some hidden things that you will learn in uh, Lovable sessions that will be useful for everybody here. But since this session is not all about Lovable, so I cannot tell you everything about Lovable in like 10 or 15 minutes. So it will be a detailed session, and we will learn everything we want in that session. That's not your question.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, so it's still editing my HTML file. There you go. As I did like eight filters that I hold in my command. I did 8 filters and my checkout. Let's see if that has added compile checkout. That is giving me details on the upcoming events. is even giving a ticket prices because it's a ticketing system. And as you can see, it has also added animations, which, trust me, I have been building mobile apps, I have been building web apps, I have been doing web designing. This thing is not very easy to do, to add animations. It even gives me the dates, all the details about the events. Also, it has some tags on it about the event. It's a music event, it's a comedy event, it's a technology event, things like that. Food, sports, arts. Okay. Let's see if it's mobile responsive. Yep, it is mobile responsive. If anything doesn't work, like maybe a button or anything, you might need to do it again. You might need to tell your Lovable what things are not working, and you will see these details in the Lovable session. But it has clearly followed all my instructions to book to create a booking site where users browse events, see details, and buy tickets. The only thing that I see it has missed is buy tickets. It missed this feature, but except that it has added everything. Oh, yeah, sometimes it crashes, but once you publish it, once it gets published, which you will see in Lovable sessions, how to publish it. Once it is published, it gets live. Right now it's in the development mode. Okay, so those are the benefits, and those how you can get benefit from good prompts. Let's see. Yeah, these are the patterns for Lovable prompts. This is the pattern you should be following for a good prompt, like the method, the description, and example. Role assignment. Tell the model what it is. You are an AI app builder. Goal definition. Clearly state what you want to build. Create a bilingual recruitment website. So this is one prompt broken into several pieces just for you guys to understand. There should be a feature listening. Specify core features pages like we did in our prompt. Include login, profiles, and admin panel. These are pages that we are telling in our prompt to add to our website. Constraints, add tone, color, or layout, use navy and white theme, responsive design. User flow, describe what the user does step by step. So as I told you before, you need to teach AI step by step like a child. User browses, adds to cart, checkout. These are examples for a good prompt. Language and style control. Tell AI design tone, modern, minimal, or corporate. What should it? What should be the design should look like, and what should be the language of the content that it is going to put in the website. So the prompt is use clean typography and soft animations. Similarly, I have a table for ChatGPT techniques as well. In Lovable prompt, it is not necessary to add a role in your prompt, but in ChatGPT, I would suggest that if you want the best out of your model, then tell it how to behave. Okay, tell your ChatGPT what it is acting as. So these are some techniques, description, and examples for one prompt broken into pieces. You can go through these when these slides will be shared with you. So that's the end of our session. And in the conclusion, prompt engineering is a skill that all workers across industries and organizations will need as AI-powered tools are becoming more prevalent. As I told you before, that I am imagining maybe down the lane in 3 or 4 or 5 years, there will be tools for everything, but there won't be too many people who will understand how to use them. Remember to incorporate these 5 essential tips that we have discussed the next time you communicate with an AI model so you can generate the accurate outputs that you desire. AI will forever continue to develop, constantly refining itself as we use it. So I encourage you to remember that learning for mind and machine is a never ending journey. Happy prompting. I will take any questions now.
Hello.
Hi.
Can we create an app in Google or Apple using the Lovable?
Yes, you can create apps, but there are limitations that those apps, I'm not sure that if you can publish them on the Apple Store or Google Play Store, but this information will be provided by my CEO who will be conducting the Lovable session, because as I have told you, that there are some hidden secrets that you only learn when you practice. So some things will be discussed in that session. If I will tell you everything in this session, then there will be nothing new in that session. So yeah, but you can definitely build applications. Any other questions from any other one?
Hello. I have another question. Can we build a monitor that monitor, for example, the disconnecting or like a tracker to track, um, for example, gold prices or something?
So you mean like a dashboard that predicts the
Like a
value?
monitor or a tracker?
Yes, yes, definitely you can. You can build anything from AI because it is not going to do anything new. It is going to take the things that have been done by people in the past, and those are all are acting as an input for the AI models, and it will take your prompt as an input, and it will see the patterns of the trained data, and it will see the exact match that matches your prompt perfectly. It will deliver you the results.
And can it recorrect itself? And like if it faces a problem, can it regenerate the new code to correct itself, the codes by itself?
For Lovable, yes, it does. It does have a functionality that if at any point it runs into an error, it will tell you that I have run into this error, and it will give you a button to regenerate, to rethink, and it does have the ability to correct itself, to correct the code and give you the output. You do not have to tell every problem that it runs into to solve it, but it will automatically detect the problem and ask you if you want it to be resolved.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay. So
Hello. Thank you very much for your helpful course. May I have a question, please? Is that can be suitable to make KPIs for like my employees? They about 150. So is it able to do that? Am I capable for this number of staff?
so what are you trying to make? I'm sorry.
KPIs, the KPIs for my workers.
Yes. So you are looking for something like a dashboard in Power BI, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I might have some examples, and
Okay.
if you have taken the first session, you
Unfortunately, no. Is it recorded?
you did not? Yes, it is
Yeah.
recorded. It is
Okay.
recorded, and you will see some dashboard examples that were made in Lovable in that session. And if not, then definitely we will go through it in the next session that is about Lovable. But yes, you can build Lovable dashboards. I have tried it myself, but right now the account that is logged in, this is my personal account and not company account, so I do not have the dashboards here. Let me check. I might have a bad dashboard, but let me see. It gives you an idea.
Okay, thank you.
You see?
Actually, I can't see anything.
Let me share the screen. Sorry about that. Okay, do you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, these are built in Lovable. It gives you the KPI cards. It gives you the activities. It gives you the insights. Everything that you need.
Great.
Right? You
Yeah,
see?
fantastic.
Like
So,
how the work.
I'm
Do you
sorry.
think the Lego Bromate pattern could work as a general framework for the fields too, not just front end development?
I'm sorry. I didn't get your point. I'm sorry about that. Can you repeat, please?
Uh, do you think the livable Bromate pattern could work as a general framework for other fields too, not just front end development?
So it does have the backend ability as well. Let me show you. It does have a database of its own, and let me see if I have the functionality. Yes, you can. There comes an option there using which you can build the backend, the database, and you can even store your security credentials. Like let's say you have built an app, you have built a website, and you put security on it. So there are settings, there are options to build the backend as well, and it is not just front end. It is coding in the backend as well. It is writing HTML code for front end. It is writing the if you connect the database, they charge you like per month, I believe, and $10 a month, and you can connect the database, and it will code all the backend and keep your data safe, so you do not have to do everything all over again. Everything will be saved in the database. Hope that answers your question. Okay, anything else?
I have question, Mr.
Sure, go ahead.
About prompt engineering. What's the suitable range for the prompt? Like I see some people write 1,000 words for
So what
only
you
one.
what you are talking about is called tokens. So that is another side of the prompt engineering that comes under the coding when you are building AI models, and you are telling your AI models how many tokens to take. So that is another side. That is
Yeah,
we are focusing only on the vibe coding. But
yeah, I
regarding your
know.
question, yes.
Yeah,
So
I know. My
there are,
question, my question
yeah.
is, when I set the prompt, when I set the model, like when I tell him act as AI engineering or something like this, what's the suitable range of words for that? Like, is it enough to tell him act as a, a builder? Is this sentence enough, or should I add more words?
It is more than enough. It is more than enough. Let me see if I have anything related to that. Let me see the first prompt. Yep, but I cannot find the exact. I remember that I did today or yesterday, uh, but I don't remember the exact chat in which I tried this. This is more than enough if you tell your chat GPT that act as an AI engineer, act as a data scientist, act as a novel writer. This is more than enough to let the AI model know that what you are expecting from it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, thank you for amazing and wonderful course.
You're welcome. I'm always available for the help. Do you have any questions?
Yes, please. Can I
Sure.
ask ChatGPT to write prompt for me? And if yes, will those prompt will be effective and high quality, or
Do you
will
wanna
be weak or and less accurate?
do you wanna see it live? I can show you right
Yes,
now.
please.
Okay. This is the prompt. Why it works. Clearly defines role, goal, stack, components, structure, and format. So it follows the prompt engineering structure, it follows the best practices, and it gives you the prompt. For dashboard, for prompt optimization example, data pipeline builder prompt. So it is going to give you prompts that are very technical because I do technical stuff on this ChatGPT. But if you want something simple, just write in your prompt. Hope that answers your question.
Yes, thank you a lot. Thank you. It's helpful.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So,
Yes, thank you for this helpful information. And actually, it's more than enough. But I have more. I have a specific question about if they're use a Livable, like if I prompt or I coding like website or web app using Livable is enough, or like ADA coding platforms like VC Code or something with tools with adding prompt with adding tools like ChatGPT or Cloud.
so it depends that what you are focusing on. If you are focusing on vibe coding, then Lovable, you have ChatGPT, and you have for automation you have N8N, you have Make.com, you have other tools. for vibe coding. There are plenty of tools you can explore on Google and YouTube. But for the coding, there are AI tools that help you write codes as well, like Codex. There is Cursor AI. These tools help you with the code itself. They write all the code for you, and similar to these prompts, you prompt those coding softwares as well, and they will write codes for you. So it completely up to you that which stack you are more focused on. But both are amazing. But right now, as I told you, coding is vibe coding is going to replace coding, because if you can do everything with natural language, you don't need to learn the code. There
Yeah,
is,
exactly.
yep.
Thank you for. But I mean, if I need the backend files to upload it to our my server or something like that, do I
from,
use this one or this one?
from the Lovable,
Yeah.
if you use the Lovable, you can export the code files.
Ah, perfect. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So how does Lovable handle?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. First, I would like to thank you for your time and efforts here. Right
Yeah.
now, I am working on a system that, like, right now, what I do in my work, I take all the previous data and reports of Saudi Arabia, how it's doing in the digital indices, and I analyze them all and try to see the advancement and the area of advancement. On Lovable, can I create a system that I can enter these data sets, or I can't add a data of my own into the system?
Do you
Thanks.
use Excel?
Yes.
Okay. So this is very new, that Lovable in the paid version, it lets you attach Excel files. It lets you attach any file, but Excel is very new. They have added this functionality like last month, I believe, or last 2 weeks. But yes, you can add your data, your custom data, and it will build the dashboard or whatever you are trying to build based on your data, not any random data.
Great. Thank you so much. It's good to know.
Welcome. If we are done with the questions, Dr. Majid, are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you, and I enjoyed the session. Yes, I hope everyone here has enjoyed the session.